Good evening, everyone. Back with another one. That's how we do it. I am the host, Shorty Logic, and this is the podcast of Shorty Logic Podcast. I will be introducing the guests.
How you doing, everybody? I'm Kia. Nice to meet everybody.
Hey y'all, I'm Charmaine. Charmaine is just like that on Facebook. You can come holler at me.
Hey, Riri Scruggs, one of many. Also, Taria Scruggs. Come check me out.
All right. So we're gonna get it on right on into the topic. I'm about to put it on up. The topic is how long should a woman stay in a relationship to get proposed to? And there's also a second one for the men. Men, when do you usually know when she's the one? And so I'm gonna start with Kia.
I go off chemistry. I go off vibes. I honestly feel like you don't even have to have a time to even know when you should, have someone propose to you. But I'm definitely not waiting over 2 years because you should know within the first year if you want to be with me forever or not. I mean, I feel like you will never 100% know a person. I mean, even now, people been married for 20 years and still don't know the person that they're with. So for me, if I want to marry you in 6 months, then we're gonna get married in 6 months. That's just how I feel, and nobody can tell me anything different. I mean, I know it's not like it is back in the day because my grandmother them got married real fast, and they still was married, until one passed. But I guess it depends on the person and what type of values that they have growing up, how they was raised, what they seen as far as their parents, grandparents, and things like that. So for me personally, I would say within a year or two.
Okay, okay.
All
I
right,
kind of
all right.
man, what your thoughts?
How long you will wait to get proposed to, or just like altogether? I think that it's like I kind of piggyback off of Kia when she says there's really no time limit. Like I wouldn't even put a time limit like 2 years on it. It's really people specific. You know what I'm saying? It's like how you vibe. Like if it's somebody and y'all lusting after each other and it's just hardcore lust and y'all love each other, yeah, lock me down right away if this is what we're doing. But if it's somebody you're getting to know and you seeing how their career is flowing, y'all pushing each other, that could be a 5 year process. So it just really depends on each person specifically. Like you have to pick and choose your battles with these
Right. I understand.
All right, all right. And to piggyback off of Kia and Charmaine, pretty much I feel that as Charmaine said, it's people specific. If getting married is the goal between the two people, then yes, then that and there needs to be a discussion had on, expectations and where you all are going from here or there, right? But at the same time, let's just say, where I am in my life, I've been married before 14, 13, 14 years, whatnot. I know that I'm not waiting 16, 17 years to be married. As Kia said, it shouldn't take no more than 1 to 2 years for that guy to know that again, she's the one, right? So no, me personally, I'm not gonna be a lifetime girlfriend and then wait, 10 plus years to be proposed to. I'm no, we're not having that.
What is your thoughts, Peggy?
Well, I didn't hear what the other two ladies said, but I just heard just now, and that is true. Who wants to be a girlfriend for decades and decades? Like, what are your intentions? What are we trying to do? And I hate that saying where they say it's just a piece of paper. No, it does matter because if we break up today, I walk away with nothing.
Yes.
It's like I wasted all my time. So I'm not saying I'm in it to get your social security. I'm not in it to get your pension. I'm not in it to get your 401k. But it's like when you married, you become one. So that means what's yours is mine, what's mine is yours. So we're growing together, building together, achieving together. So if we
Mhm.
boyfriend and girlfriend, you can walk away and you can take whatever you have with you, and there's nothing I can do about it.
And like
Nothing.
Tia just said, I'm not wasting any more time. No 5 years, no 10 years, wasting no more time of my life for useless relationships. Period. And
Yeah,
so I
but you
will
don't
stay
want to
single
get married.
until then.
I don't think
I,
you want
I
to hop in and get married though. Like in the first year, and they giving you their representative. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
This
Hmm.
person, everything is good. You got to see what happened when everything go bad. You know,
Right.
and be like,
Yeah.
do I want to tie myself to this? You know,
Right.
forever. So I'm
But they
like,
quick to get us pregnant
so
though.
I,
What
I'm gonna say
you know what I'm
this.
saying? Y'all want to get us pregnant, but then I want to have a long time commitment. But we're committing to
yeah,
the
that's a commitment right there.
18
I'm
years.
gonna say this.
That we commit to this child
I,
18 years, but you don't
I
want no commitment.
I agree with every one of y'all saying, but I disagree as well
Yeah.
because I say this: as humans, as we like to rush, our society now we like to rush into everything. We don't want to
Hmm.
take the time. We never wanted to. We want this now. We want that now. We want this. I got to have this now. Instead of vetting that person, and vetting takes time. Takes time. We want to rush it. So I say at least 3 years, and then get engaged within that after that 3 year mark. So and then most people stay engaged for at least a year. So that's 4 years,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Yeah.
So I don't understand. I don't understand what's the rush. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I understand the
it
time
ain't
we
even
get. I understand all
right.
that, but
It's
that,
not even.
A
It's not
rush.
necessarily a rush. I think like everyone has said, it's just a matter of, is this a discussion, number one, that we had, and is this our goal? If this is not our goal, but again, like Charmaine said, it depends on the two people. You know, if we just want to kick it and go from there and see what happened, okay, then there's no expectation. But if I'm entering into a relationship, you know, with the goal of being married, he should know within that year or two. Not saying that I want to get married at, in a year or two, because I'm, like you just said, nephew, it's going to take, that 2 year mark and then a year to be engaged. Yeah, I'm one of them. Yeah.
But
so
I
So
do.
it's going to take a few years.
I
Hmm.
also do think that they should set the intention right away. You know, you might can take a few months to get to know somebody, but if y'all getting real close, tell me, yeah, this is on my mind. You know, don't
Right.
just don't just hang out like y'all just friends, and then all of a sudden pop up, I want to be married, or because then you might find out they don't want to be married. So if
Exactly.
within the first 6 months, I think 6 months to a year, you should set the intention on what
Yep.
your long term goal is going to be, so then you'll know whether you're wasting your time with them or not.
Hmm.
Don't string
But
me
what
along
is the
though by telling
plan?
me that you want to marry me, and then your intentions is not to marry me, but you're just trying to get something out of the situation, try to string me along with the intentions. Okay, I want to get married to you. I can see my future with you, but then it's 5 or 6 years later, you haven't even proposed to me. So what are we really doing? You wasting my
Yeah, but
time,
then
your
What
time.
is
then
the
that's where it
plan?
comes as an individual. Then we have, and we don't have to like speak on it, but then as an individual, as a woman or even a man, there's some women out here that's proposing, but you have to tell yourself, this is all I'm gonna I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, but I'm not going past that. They don't have to know that, but if you see a pattern, if you see that he really ain't trying to do nothing, then it's time for you to move on. You know what I'm saying?
see, what
But
is your answer,
Man, what it do, family?
What
It's
it
the
do?
pink
What
one,
it
you heard
do?
me?
The
Hey,
Your
pink
boy in
ones
the
in
Steve.
the
building. I
hat.
apologize for being late, y'all. But yeah, man, check this out, man. Here's the thing. All women want to be married.
No,
True.
Yes,
I
they
don't know
do.
if all women want
I
to
ain't
no,
be
gonna say all
no,
married.
I
women. Let
don't.
me
Not
rephrase that.
all.
I
Not all.
apologize.
No.
You
Come
right.
on.
You right. Majority of women
Okay.
want to be married. I apologize. I shouldn't have,
Cause
stereotyped.
I don't want to be married.
Okay, I respect that to the fullest. There's nothing wrong with that. There's men the same way. But the length of time that two people, first of all, a man and a woman knows if she's the one, if he's the one, within the first 5 minutes of talking to each other.
Absolutely.
Because guess what? A woman ain't gonna talk to a man if he ain't got her attention, and a man ain't gonna talk to a woman if he didn't see something that physically attracted him to her.
Right.
And once he begins to talk to her and he sees what her mental is, oh, she could be the one. Now, how long does it take? I did some research.
Okay.
Most
Okay.
marriages, it takes 2 or more years to get married. Okay? Because guess what? 2 or more years, the first year, you learning each other. That second year, y'all done moved in and you living together. And now guess what? Now you learning that person, how they live, how they carry themselves, they real character. Now it ain't nothing that make-believe shit. Now you know who you are. Now,
Right.
the average engagement is 1 to 2 years.
Under 2 years. That's
Yeah.
1 to
exactly
2
what you
years,
said.
and the reason being, it was a study that was done in 2015 that most people that get engaged within a year of being together, the
Divorce.
success rate of that marriage work increases.
I believe so. I do believe
Yeah.
so, because like back in the day, I'm from the 90s. And from the 90s, we was day one. If I went with you, we was together. And I know plenty of people who are married in relationships and they got together from day one and it was forever. If you gotta
Listen
wait a
to
long
me.
time to
I'm gonna
think
tell you
about if you
something that
want
I
me or
know for
not,
a fact. My
Right.
homie met his wife 6 months later. They was married.
I
yeah.
got a
And
few
in
like that.
2023, they still married. And you
I
know
got a
what?
few friends
They've
like
been
that.
through hell
Yeah.
and back. And you know
Right.
what? Both of them said it ain't nothing that nobody else can give me or do for me but him or her. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what it is, man, I support you 100%.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
do.
if you got to think about it, that means there's some stuff you don't like that you might not be able to deal with down the line that's going to cause some problems for us.
Right.
Right,
But hold
right.
on
That's
though.
right.
Hold on. Why would you have to think about it if you already know in the beginning that that's the individual for you?
Right. That's what I agree with you. I'm saying if you telling me, like if a guy tells me he needs like a year or 2 years to get to know me before he starts thinking in that manner, I'm thinking, okay, I didn't bowl you over when I met you. So if you're not head over heels, I mean, you got to be head over heels with me. I'm not gonna
Baby,
learn
let me tell you
to
something,
love
sweetheart.
you.
Let me tell you something. If a man tell you, baby, I
Yeah.
need a year or 2
Yeah.
to get to know you,
Yeah.
man, tell that nigga you holler at him.
Yep.
What you said,
Yep.
what you said,
And
yeah,
if
Yep.
a man, and
you
if a
gotta be
woman
day
Yep.
tells a
one.
man,
Deuces.
it goes
Yep.
both ways. It goes both ways now.
Yep.
If a woman tells a man she need a year or 2, man, you wasting your time.
Right.
Because you know what? The heart wants what the heart wants. And you
Right.
gonna love who you gonna love, regardless of
And it's
what hell you go through, or
Yep.
what if the how good the relationship is.
true.
In today's era, in today's era, everybody got baggage.
Yep.
Yes.
The thing is, whose baggage are you willing to unpack?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody.
That's the
Mm-hmm.
big question.
Wait, hold
You
on.
said
What you just
nobody?
say?
Who just said
Nobody.
nobody?
Me.
Why would you? What? So you single, right?
I'm married.
So if you
What?
married,
Who just said you didn't want to get married? You know what? I can't. I can't.
Come on now. Come on now.
hold on,
So,
time out,
okay,
time
so let me
out.
be 100% transparent. So, I got married for the wrong reasons. Let me just say that. And we both aware that we got married for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? When I initially got married. You know? But I just feel like marriage is not for me. I tried it not once, but twice.
Okay.
And it's just not for me. You know? Some people enjoy being married. Me, I'm more of a
Free
I
butter.
like to have my cake and eat it too.
Okay.
Type of person. And so
Okay, so
I
you
know
want
me.
your cake and eat it too.
Yes.
But what happens when that man tell you he want his cake and won't eat it too?
He can eat it. He
Now
can eat
he's
his
the
cake.
worst
He
piece
can
of
have his
shit on the
cake and he
face of
can
the
eat.
earth.
Hold on. He can have his cake and he can eat it too. Like I'm not that person. I'm not selfish to the point where he can't have his cake and eat it too.
So why in the fuck even get married?
Did you not hear what I
Exactly.
said from the beginning?
Yeah, you
I
got married for
got
the wrong
married for
reasons.
the
But why
wrong
even
reason.
do it? Why even do it? If y'all both have agreed
We
that you can
have.
have your
It
cake
wasn't.
and eat it
It was an
too.
agreement. It was an agreement. Is what I mean.
So if
But it's
y'all
for the
agreed,
wrong
then
reason.
it was the right reason. Y'all just not like y'all got an open
So
marriage.
y'all pretty much y'all have a platonic marriage.
We have a financial situation.
A
Okay.
business partnership is what I
There
Right.
call
you
it.
So
go.
it's for a
Boom.
reason.
A
It's
There
just
you
business
go.
open.
partnership.
Right.
Yes.
That's what's up. Hey,
Okay,
I'm
so
down
let
for
me.
one of
Okay, so
those.
so so since that's what it is, I
I,
got one for. I got a
I bet
question
you
for
are.
you. I got a
I
What?
bet
question
you,
for you. Since
bet
you
you are.
said he can have his cake and eat it too,
Yeah.
what happens if he come across a woman that's giving
Hey,
him way more than what you giving him,
That's the
bye.
and
big one.
she's got
I'm
more
not
to
gonna hold. I'm not
offer?
gonna hold you back. If you want to go, go. I'm not gonna hold you back. That's not gonna. Listen. One thing about me, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm never gonna hold a person back where they don't want to be. Let me just say that. I'm cool to tell
I
somebody bye
agree.
and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at that. I have no problem with telling you, okay, well, you want to be with Shorty, bye. Cool.
Okay, so okay, so I respect your honesty for like real talk, I do. But here's the part where I'm confused at, baby
Okay,
girl.
so I can help you out. Go ahead.
Why even just because you got a business arrangement, a financial whatever it is, why go through all the procedures to get married?
Because
Why
that's what we
not
agreed
just
upon.
stay? Why not just stay boyfriend girlfriend and keep the business going?
Because that's what we agreed upon. When you have an agreement with somebody, it doesn't matter what the outside world thinks. It's about what you and that person think. You know what I'm saying?
You
Okay.
facts,
At,
Individuality, based on
facts.
the
I
people.
totally agree with
Yep.
that.
at the end of the
I
Uh-huh.
agree,
day,
I
I
agree with
cannot
that.
tell you what to do with you and who else to do it with. That's between y'all two. So ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do it with and who to do it with. Because at the end of the day, when stuff all said and done, I have to talk to him and he has to talk to me. Can't
So
nobody
there's
Baby
love in that
girl.
marriage. Is that what you're saying? You saying that there is love in y'all marriage, or is it just like a whole business agreement?
it's a business agreement.
Okay.
Then you know what? Then this topic ain't for you. This topic ain't
You.
this right here, sweetheart. This is not for you.
But
But you
I
know
was
what?
in
You
a,
know the
but
thing.
listen,
You
hold on.
know.
I was in a serious marriage at one point in time and it left a bad taste in my mouth. So I don't think I ever want to be married again.
Okay, so then, so let me. Okay, so your first marriage left a bad taste in your mouth, right?
Yes.
So what about the bad taste you left in a man's mouth when you had a fucked up relationship?
Right.
Well,
Did
hey,
he
we are,
stop
listen,
living?
I take
Did he
responsibility
stop
for my
living his
actions.
life?
But I take responsibility and accountability for what I did.
There you
I have
go.
no I
Now,
have no
Man,
that's
problem.
and,
I
it.
and
have
you
no
know what?
problem
That's
with
what a real
That's
woman
listen,
it.
no.
does.
Yep.
I know what I did wrong. I know the cause of my first marriage is being bad. I can't blame that on him. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah,
Yep.
it's 100% his fault. No, because I played a big part in the reason why me and him divorced. It was because
Now,
of
Okay, okay.
accountability as a
accountability.
woman. So I
That's
take
Okay.
it.
accountability for the part that
And
I
that's
did
rare.
in my
Most women
first
don't take it.
marriage.
That's rare. It's rare.
We
I
we
like that.
grown we grown women over here. We
Grown as
take our
hell. But guess
accountability.
what? You learn from
Hey,
the mistake and you keep it pushing.
Now,
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's
Rare.
true.
I have to take my accountability too because I've never been married. I've been single, but I've rejected 4 rings to where it's like I have to be like, I'm probably single because I don't know. I'm not gonna say marriage isn't for me, but like
yeah.
I said, through everything that we said, I need you to check off every box. I need you to check off the blow me away box, to give me a 5-year plan box. You know, the how you act when you don't feel good box, and
Right.
nobody's checked
Okay,
all of them
okay. So
boxes.
with
So
that
is
being
that
You
real?
know,
said,
Is
do you
that
give a man
realistic
a
though?
chance? Do you give a man a chance to do that, or does he have to bring that to the table in the very beginning?
You have to bring it to the table because if you don't bring it to the table, I mean, I can maybe instill some of my values on you because if we're raised different and you just don't understand what I like, but if it's not in you, like if you don't have the desire to push those things out that I'm requesting, it's like why would I push stuff out for you if you don't even have the
But
desire to make sure my fundamental needs are met?
but isn't that growing together? learning
But
things
but
that you
and
need that
maybe
you
because
want.
I mean all those came after I was already grown. So when you grown and established, you look for
Ah,
somebody that's gonna
I'm
match
not
you.
see. First of
learn
all,
all the
we're
person.
not talking about you being grown. We're talking about growing in a relationship.
You have to
The
grow.
only way you can set things like that is in a relationship. You have to grow with the individual that you're with. That's
Yeah, it
how
has
you
to be
can create.
realized.
That's how you create a 5-year plan as a couple.
But hold on, let me throw this out there real quick, and kind of piggybacking off what she's saying and in between what you're saying. So to her point, if and I feel her on this. If you're an established woman already, and then you meet a man that's not even on the basic level of where you are, so that kind of really sets you back
But
as
the
a
thing
Yeah,
as
it
an
about it
takes
is,
you
why
individual.
are
back.
you? If
So it's
you,
like we gotta wait
That's
for
a
them to
part
play
of it.
catch
That's a
up
part
now,
of it.
just on the
so
basic
why?
shit.
So why are you going to? So why are you even going to waste your time and try to get
Exactly.
involved with that person that you want somebody who's well established, right?
Because everybody
No,
Why
I
feels
would
mean
their
you
no,
waste your
representative
time
they
with
ain't
first.
gotta be
somebody who
well
is not
established. They just
basically
gotta have the
established?
basics. They gotta have the basics for
Yeah,
me.
But what I'm
yeah,
saying is, you just said if he doesn't have the basics, he's
the
slowing you
basics.
down. But aren't you going to, before you even get that far, aren't you going to have or deal with someone who's
At
at
least
least has the
at
basics?
basic.
But what
Yeah,
if
but
he
that
has
doesn't stand
potential? What
does
if he has
rep-
that potential? Or what if he's just
Right.
an all around
That's all.
It's
good
not
guy?
the
And what if he,
potential.
to
It's not
nephew's
the
point,
potential.
what if he's a man of value? He can do everything else, but he's just not. He's good with his hands and everything else, right? He
But
but
has
he's
you
the
not
got to
emotional
have the
value.
guy.
basics. You
Remember the
but hold
basic
on
I
now.
said was first blow me away. I said you gotta have the ability to blow me away first. So I gotta feel like this is what you want. Then you gotta keep up with what I'm doing where you're not pulling me back. And then you gotta maintain what you have like you didn't send your representative. And then I gotta feel comfortable that what we're doing can grow, or either we just getting way back and just having fun with each
Hold on.
other.
You said he got to come through the door doing all those things, but how can he do all those things if you are not with him long enough for y'all to grow and
Exactly.
establish
It
that type of
takes time.
foundation?
It takes time.
I've had 4 rings, and I'm gonna tell you, with one kiss, I saw fireworks, and I'm like, you gotta keep bringing that. Life is to be enjoyed. I don't want to have to get up with you and be like, let's do this. No, you supposed to make my life better. Like that's your goal every day is to make my life better. And when I get with you, I'm trying to give you what you want to make your life better. Now, if I go through a day and I see he didn't went a month without trying to make my life better, then I'm out.
So what do you
And that's
do
the
to make his
problem.
Okay,
life
so what
better?
happens? Okay,
Too
so
quick
what
to run
happens when you
away.
on your menstrual cycle and you got that fuck ass attitude and a nigga don't want to deal with your bullshit? Then what?
He
Exactly. And
he
that's
gotta
the
just
problem.
That's when you take a vacation. You take a boys trip, but you come back because you know that we doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? I might
Baby
need to take
girl,
time for
let me help you
myself.
out, sweetheart. Let me help
Oh,
you out.
baby girl.
Let me help you out from a man's point of view.
Let him know.
With what
Let
you just said, with what you just said,
you
the
want to stay
shit that
single.
you just said to me right now, you will never have a man that is going to stay in your life longer than 30 days. Because guess what? If he ain't got every single motherfucking thing that he needs to have from the beginning, you ain't gonna
But
give him a
everything
fucking
I
chance
said
to
was
build. You're
everything
not
I
gonna give him
said
a
to
chance
you
to
was
build
emotional.
anything. Rome wasn't
But
built in a day. Rome
everything
wasn't built
I
in a
said
day.
to
You gotta give a nigga a chance.
no, but
Yeah.
everything I
Just
said
because a
to you,
motherfucker kissed you and wowed you.
But see,
yeah,
that's
everything I
Come
said
on,
to
man.
you
Before
was
you
emotional. You
listen to
got
me,
you
listen
got to
to
be
me.
connected with me. If you're not connecting with me, who are you connecting with? Like if I can't have an attitude and you can't go to your corner and let me have my attitude, you're not connecting with me.
But you just
It
sat
is
here and said, hold on, but you just sat here and said
that
if
if he's not
right.
he
making my day,
if he ain't making
yeah.
your day for a whole month, when he might have something mentally going on,
And
you
that's
might
when
be
I'm
the
coming to
issue.
him. That's what I said. I'm gonna make your days in. So, but it gotta be reciprocated.
When you just, oh Lord Jesus, baby, I love you.
I'm I've gotten the ring before. I just didn't accept the engagement. So it's not that I'm not gonna try to turn your situation around. But so say for instance, I give you all of that, and then you suck for 2 years. I'm like, can you come back? And if you're not giving it back to me, it's time for me to go.
If you
I
make 2
say,
years for a nigga to get back on his feet, you is crazy.
Right. I've heard a saying. I heard a saying. It's not going to be. It's not always rainbows and sunshines and lollipops. At least you can get the lollipops. At least.
Yeah.
You know what? You know the best relationships. You know
Now,
the best
now,
relationships.
Can I say something?
Yes.
all right, go ahead, Peggy.
Okay, I don't know. I came in on the intel of what she was talking about. I just know me being in a relationship, being married and all that, it's not always gonna be peaches and cream. It's like how you move in it, and like I can sit up there and not like you at that moment, but yet I love you.
Absolutely.
So that means I'm gonna stay in that home. So I'm gonna stay there. We're gonna figure this stuff out. We're gonna get through it. That doesn't
So how
mean that
long-
you love me any less. That doesn't mean that you ain't gonna sit up there and massage my feet. You might do it aggressively a little bit, but you
Right.
still gonna make sure I'm good.
That's
Because
making
you
her
at the
day.
end of the day. So it's not always gonna be like peaches and cream and all that. And you know, me as a woman, me being 40 years old, I'm not always gonna be sitting up there and want to put on lingerie every day either. Gonna sit up there and be doing like this. Shoot, I might want to sit up there and take my lashes off like I got right now, but yet he loves me.
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is, it's like it's you gotta take it for what it is, and like instead of it putting expectations on something, gotta be 100 at all times, because you're not gonna be able to perform 100 all the time.
But then
And see,
that's where the investment in the relationship and in each other comes in. That you, like you said, you have to get to know me, my ins and outs, as well as I got to get to know you. But one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to be in a negative space with nobody. Like if there's any issues, we're going to have a conversation. I don't care if it's day in, day out. We're going to talk, because I don't want and I don't like to be in that negative space. I'm not going to be walking around on eggshells. And also, if there's something that's bothering me, or if I'm doing something that's bothering you, I'm going to come to you, and I expect you to give me the wholehearted truth about what it is that I'm doing, and vice versa. We're going to figure it out together.
But
And
guess
if we
what? Guess
can't
what
figure it
that's
out
called?
together,
Because guess what that's called though?
what's that?
That's communication.
Exactly. Exactly.
Absolutely.
But see, here's
So
the
how's
thing
that
though.
different
Here's
from
the
what
thing
I
though.
said?
Here's the thing.
Oh,
Here's the thing with
yeah.
communication. Not everybody knows how to communicate.
No.
That's so
Sometimes, okay, so first of all, some men, when they're passionate about things, they like to talk with their hands. They like to put an emphasis on what they're saying because they want that woman to feel, damn, that nigga serious about this.
Mm-hmm.
My
Right.
baby's telling me his, because he wants it. We're not gonna come out and say, I'm giving you my heart. We don't do that. That you, if you want that, you might want to go find you some fuddy-duddy. Because it's not gonna happen. But if you want that man that you with
Exactly.
to give you the things that you need to hear, you gotta let him speak how he speaks.
right.
And when you allow him to speak to you, you'll hear what he's saying, and
Right.
you won't feel that he's attacking you.
Right.
Because me personally, now I'll speak for myself. When I want the woman that I'm dealing with to know that I'm passionate about what I'm saying, I'm gonna talk with my hands. I'm gonna make facial gestures. I'm gonna let her know, nigga, I'm serious. I'll talk through my teeth because I want her to know, and I want her to feel what I'm saying to you. But the thing about it is, I'm not attacking you. And if you take the time to learn and grow with an individual, you're gonna know how they talking to you. And see, the thing that I feel like with one of the things that you have, what's your longest relationship?
Mine,
Yes.
10 years that didn't end in a marriage because I chose not to. The last 4 was horrible, which I was like getting out of.
The last 4.
Yeah, the
Four.
last 4. I was in a domestic violence relationship, so I literally had to move several times. Be like, look, you found me, okay? You know, it was rough, but I didn't accept the marriage, and yeah, that was my longest relationship.
Okay.
I was young, from my late 20s through my 30s. I had somebody right there up on me, and I'm like, look, you
Hey,
know, break
I'm
up.
with you right there. So my whole decade of 20s were gone too.
Yeah. And it wasn't that I didn't listen to him. It wasn't that I didn't see the hustle in him. But, you know, we just, like I said, the desire to go through them bad times, we just didn't, I didn't have the same, I don't know, with us, it was, first of all, he was violent. You know, I'm going to put that out there. But, yeah, and after that, once it takes, like I said, once you're not blowing my mind no more and I'm done, once you get the ick, you done. And so, you know, then you try to communicate to get through it, and
I can't hear
sometimes
you.
the communication just don't work.
Did you try, you know how they say, most relationships you do lose that fire. Did you all try anything to refuel that fire at all?
We went to church, we went to counseling, we went to court, we went through the family, and it just didn't work. And
Can I
so,
say? Can I ask you something? Not to be in your business. Is it that
mhm.
you resent him and you was angry towards him, so you couldn't let him in your heart no more?
Yeah, I was very angry. Like, you
So
know,
that
I
The
was.
love was gone.
so
The
that
love
means
was gone.
so
Yeah.
that means right. I've told people, many people. I've told that once you start resenting that person,
Yeah. So
actions,
basically,
words, everything you do from that point on, gonna be negative. So you're not going to see that person. You're gonna be kind towards that person. You towards that person because you have resentment, because you have unforgiveness towards the person. It
Nephew,
just
you sounding a
Yeah,
little muffled on your end. I don't know if
yeah, it's
everybody else
breaking
heard.
up. I heard what he said. He said because of my resentment, I wasn't gonna look at him the
Yeah.
same, which I really wasn't. And then when I tried, just things came back to
Yeah.
memory. And you know, like it's one of those things where I say you have to show me who you are from the beginning, because those traits that caused us to have our tips. That's
Right.
he's saying this is who I am, this is how I communicate. And so I'm like, you're not gonna change who you are. I can't keep
Mhm.
expecting you to change who you are.
Yeah.
When they show you who you are, you got to be like, okay, I'm not going to change. You're not going to change.
Yeah.
We got to separate, you know. But
everybody has
I do
layers.
think I'm easy to get along with. I do think I'm easy. I think I'm real easy to get along with. And here
but
lately, I've learned a lot about myself.
can I say something real quick?
Hmm.
Yeah,
From just hearing what Miss Charmaine said, it seemed like there's a whole lot of anger and resentment built up towards men. And it's like you're not in a vulnerable place to let a man in to love you the proper way, and you can't love them a proper way because you haven't healed from that. Being in a domestic relationship, which I experienced that for just probably like a year,
Hmm.
and that messes with your mental. It
It
messes
does.
does.
so, and it goes deeper than what people think. It ain't just the outer; it's the inner too that gets affected. So you gotta remember that when you come across a man and all that, you're gonna automatically look for these signs. You're not even gonna give them a fair chance.
That was probably me at one point. Like the trauma that I had from that time, I might have taken it into another relationship.
Mhm.
And
Right.
I was able to work through that and see that was how it was. But like that was a relationship that was clearly a rebound relationship. I got a ring from it, but it was clearly a rebound relationship. So where I see myself healed, but I also don't see myself trusting men to where the men that I do trust, they gotta have those traits that I said.
But see, then that means you're not healed. You're
Yeah,
not
and
healed.
then you can't put a man in a you can't put him in a bucket either. You can't
Yeah.
just say this is all I want you to have. So you can't put a cap on it. That's why I said I would never put a cap on my blessing and what's for me. Because what's for me, I want to overflow and I want more and more and more. I would never put a
Yeah,
cap on it for anything
but
that's for me.
but if it's not serving me, then it's not for me. And so I would just have to wait until that
You have
comes
to
along.
allow it to. You have to
Hey,
open.
something's wrong with your
Yeah.
mind.
Something's wrong with your. Yeah. I'm
Hold
not
on.
hearing you.
Mhm. I hear
Say
you now.
something.
Man, I know I missed a lot, man, but I'm just like, catch me up, man. Cause
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah,
I
but
went through
sometimes it
my
sounds like you're
pain.
underwater.
okay, so your 10-year relationship, right? So
Mhm.
pretty much it was a rough and rocky relationship, right?
It was rocky. It was domestic. It was fun when it was fun, and when it wasn't. And there was like
Mhm.
stints of in and out of jail and trying to stay together. And then that's how leaving and coming back became a thing, because I'm gonna hold you down, let you come back, and now I'm mad you can leave, and I'm gonna let you come back. And so that's how all of that came into play. So it just got real complicated fast.
So how long was y'all together before the domestication started?
Maybe let me see. I would have to think back. I'm thinking back years now. Um, maybe within the first year.
And
And
why do you say that?
Okay, so with that being said, within the first year, baby, why would you stay with somebody who's beating your ass for 10 years?
because
Right.
you know what? Okay, let me put some transparency out there. There was the issue that was the domestic issue. You know how you in somebody's face like this, and I had nails, and in our thing, my face got scratched to where that escalated it.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, look, I ain't gonna blame you for that. But then I don't know what happened from there. It just got rougher to where I'm like, now you think I'm, you know,
Okay, so
holding,
so so let me say this for you. I'm a man who went through domestic violence, and it wasn't me that was issuing it. I received it. But the thing about it was, I kept it on the hush, which that's what us men do. But the thing about it was, it didn't make it right. But when I
Mhm,
retaliated from it, when I got fed up, you know what I'm saying? It was like, and I hit back. I was wrong. But after
mhm.
so long, I kept saying to this individual, please stop putting your hands on me. You don't want me to hit you. Don't hit me. 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 And when I would go out with my friends and things like that, I would come home. I might be drunk or whatever. I get my ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? But when I would
Yeah,
say,
and
all
aren't
right,
you
that's
right
enough.
there? And
And,
that's
and when
rough.
I would say, that's enough, stop hitting me, I say it 3 times. And that third time, if she didn't stop, I smack shit out of her. Am I proud of that? No, I'm not. But it comes to a point, and that's just why a lot of women get to the point of a man kicking her ass and she kill him, she do something to hurt him. You can't be mad at that woman, because guess what? When she kept telling that man stop, he didn't stop. He pushed her to another limit.
Mhm.
And men get the
That's
same
true.
thing.
That's true.
They do. And the thing is, I'm not a little girl, and so I wasn't losing a lot of fights, but we didn't have a lot of fights. His domestic
Baby,
was
it doesn't
more.
matter whether you win or lose.
No,
There's
yeah,
no
that's what I'm
reason
saying.
for
How
it
it
in a
lasted so
relationship.
long, we didn't have a lot of physical altercations. His was more breaking stuff, tearing stuff down,
Something
feeling
else.
like he won my life, and then he put me back together. Like, look, I'm sorry, and I'm like, I don't want to keep going through this.
It's just toxic, and that's a horrible way to live.
That's all
Like
the
you
way.
walking on
Yeah.
eggshells.
But Charmaine, I'll let you know that I don't know if you knew this, but I am one of the females. You probably heard hearsay, but I abused all the men that I was in relationships with. I was the one that put the hands on, and I was physical, I was toxic, and I would get mad at the slightest thing. I would pick up whatever and throw it if they pissed me off. But the main thing, I would put hands on them. And I tell a
Mhm.
lot of people, I think it came from what I watched my sister go through and what I learned that my mom went through. And I just remember at a young age, I said, I'll never let a motherfucker put their hands on me. And I've been fighting guys ever since. I remember, like, I
Fighting
think I
ever
started at
since.
14. And every relationship that I've been in, and I feel like a lot of it too, a lot of times I feel like that part is why I'm single too, because I am a hardened type of female. I am. I'm a hardened type of female,
And you just
tomboyish,
like to be
all that.
certain. Right.
That's
But
me too.
I am one of them females, and it don't make it right. I mean, regardless of what, when it comes to time of anyone putting their hands on the other or anyone, it's time to go. Point blank,
It
serious.
is.
Point blank, it's time to
Exactly.
go.
When I say 10 years, because like I said, there was times where, you're just on the phone. Like I literally did in that 10-year time, there was a 3-year DVO. I almost thought I forgot about him and I was out. On the day that DVO lifted, he texted my phone and I'm like, really? Are you still, and I'm out in public. So I'm like, don't come find me. I'm right here. And like we literally just met up outside just because I want to satisfy you because I don't want my car tore up. I don't want you coming looking for me. And I was kind of forced in a relationship for a long time because I'm trying to keep me and myself safe. But after a while, I'm just like, I'm done. And I guess he caught on and that's when that was done. But
Man, listen.
but the thing is, I'm sorry. I said all that to say that I don't think that I'm not healed because I've been in situations since then and I've given 100% every time. And everybody's just not ready for 100%. And I had to accept that.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you gave 100% and these men offered you rings, you mean to tell me you
Yeah.
don't think they?
That
You
shows
cut out
to me
cuz.
that you're ready.
You
No,
cut
they're
out
not
cuz. I didn't
ready.
hear the last of it.
What did you
What
say,
was the last?
Steve?
You said they offered you 100. You don't think the rings don't make a person
No,
ready?
you talking
Right,
about now, Charmaine, right? You talking
yeah, I'm
about
talking
today?
about now recently.
Yeah,
Yeah, like recently,
yeah,
I'm not engaged right now.
yeah.
But when I do step out and I do say, okay, I'm interested in you, I give that effort and that energy. I don't think that I'm scarred to where I can't never find anybody that I'm still open to love and relationships, but I don't think I'm scarred. I know at one point I was. I probably was. And like I said, and I don't think I was scarred. I think I was used to stuff. And I took some of those traits with me and I had to shed some of that. And now I'm better, more so healed that way.
And I feel
Oh,
you on that because I always say I've been clean since 2016.
Right,
But
right.
okay,
Yeah,
so
I
so
I
tell
feel
so
like
so
myself.
I feel like my
okay, so
past because a lot of people do know my past, and I feel like again, I mean, guys, you don't know how many guys come up to me and say, word is, I hear you fight your dudes." Like that's what if I'm like
I
interested
would have
in this
never
dude?
thought.
That's already hurting me,
Yeah,
because they're afraid that But it's the bullshit. Like I
yeah.
can't stand bullshit. Uh-oh.
That's
And
me. I
that
can't stand it.
that used to be one of my triggers is when somebody tried to play on my intelligence
Right.
or just the fuckery. That used to be a trigger. But then I had to get those type of people out of my face, out of my way, out of my life. You know what I'm saying?
okay, Charmaine. So let me ask you this, sweetheart,
Yeah,
and I want to talk to you because like you keeping a buck with me, and I like how you are being transparent and being honest about what you've been through, because what you're saying right now is going to help someone.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Regardless, so please, I don't want you to think that I'm attacking you or coming at you because I'm asking you a question. Reason by you, like you said, 10 years. In 10 years, that's a long time and a lot goes on. You see what I'm saying? So you
my
got the
child
best of
saw that.
both worlds,
I
actually.
got a 22-year-old.
See what I'm talking about? You can be teaching that child something. Whether it's a boy or a girl, you can still be teaching him this ain't what you go through with a woman. You can teach her you don't allow a man to do this to you. It's
Hmm.
still a learning situation. But like I said, the thing with me is, do you really think that you'll ever get married?
I do. Like, I really think that I'm one of those people who they say you can settle and then you can have whatever you want if you just come down off of what you want and settle for that. And so I'm just at that point where I'm like, I'm not going to,
But
and the
but
thing is,
but
I might settle, but I would have to settle on
Don't
specific things.
don't devalue yourself. Don't devalue
Right.
yourself. There's
I
somebody out
know.
there for
And
you.
first of all,
Yeah, not necessarily settle, but
listen to me.
Right. No, don't ever do
You
that.
don't never devalue yourself or drop your standards.
Mm-hmm.
What you do is give a man a chance.
Mm.
A
You
true
don't drop, you
chance.
don't lower
A
your
true
standards or
chance.
drop or devalue yourself. You give a man a chance to learn what he needs to know about you. Because if I don't know how to treat you, and you're not telling me anything, and the way I'm doing it, I feel that it's right, but the whole time it's not right for you. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
So
only
that's
thing I
where the
know is
time comes
she ain't
in.
told me I'm doing nothing wrong, so I must be doing it right.
Right.
Like they say,
Right.
a closed mouth don't get fed. So if you don't
That's
tell me
right.
how to treat you, if I'm treating you wrong, then I'm gonna keep going down that same path.
Yeah, and I,
But the thing about it is, the whole time that path that I'm going down is set up for destruction because I'm not giving you what you really want.
But let me
Right.
ask
Now,
you, cuz. Let me ask both of you, Vaughn, you and Vaughn. So
Yeah.
what happens when women do come to that man and in a nice quiet manner we sit down and we have a conversation, was like, baby, I appreciate if you did a little more of this or that. Does that mean that we're coming off as as nagging, or does that make you feel like you're not doing enough just because we came to you?
no, what that is you are making the relationship better because you're communicating.
Okay.
Communicating.
Because
Right.
see, here's the
Okay.
thing. Here's where I feel from some of the things that I've seen and I've experienced in relationships where relationships go wrong when two people are talking. Too much aggression.
Mm-hmm.
When it's a lot of aggression, when you talking to your significant other, delivery's gonna come off wrong.
I'm
What
guilty.
you're saying is not going, your point's not gonna be heard.
Right. Right.
And now guess what? You want to be heard, I want to be heard. Now we trying to talk over each other.
All we
And the
doing. Now
sad
you're
thing
not
about it,
listening.
and the sad thing about it is 9 times out of 10, we're both saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
It's
Most
just that
likely.
I want you to hear me before you hear me, before
Right.
I hear you. And that's where we go wrong.
Right.
I've been one, and I'll be to tell you, at one point in time, nigga, I didn't care what you said, nigga. I don't want
Yeah,
to hear
Right.
it. It's my way or the
Right.
highway, nigga.
if you come to me aggressive, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
still
I can
sound
hear
you
you
still
now.
sound a little muffled or something. I
If
don't know
you
what's
come
going
to
on.
Yeah.
me, if you come to me with that rah rah, I'm gonna give it right back to you. But if you
Yep.
come to me and you tell me, baby, I need to sit down and talk to you about something. If you say, well, you did something or you said something the other day that made me feel some type of way. You
Okay,
know
I'm gonna
what I
stop you
gotta
there. I'm
do?
gonna stop you there. Then, well, what the fuck? What the fuck you want me to do? What I'm trying.
But see,
Then
here,
they come off out.
see, here's the
Then
thing.
then say no. I'm what I'm saying. I'm giving you a real life example. So what happens when that guy comes off like that to you? You left like what the fuck?
But see, here's the thing, though. If he comes off like that, he's got something to hide.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
if my woman comes to me,
Exactly.
if the woman that I'm dealing with comes to me and says, baby, something you said or did the other day made me feel some type of way. As a man, she didn't come at me aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say nothing to trigger me.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna be like, well, baby, okay, first thing I'm gonna have to apologize. Well, baby, I
Mm-hmm.
apologize if I made you feel some type of way. What do I need to do to fix this so I don't let this happen again? Does it always happen like that?
No,
No,
No, it don't.
it
No.
don't. It
no.
don't.
It
But guess
comes
what?
off. It comes off
Can two
like, what are you
people
talking about? I ain't do nothing.
can two people try to make it come that way? If you really want the relationship to work and you really feel that I need to do this for the woman or the man that I love, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna take constructive criticism.
Yep.
It's not talking about you.
Right.
It's not saying that you did something that's so bad. What it's saying to you is you did something that interrupted my feelings.
Yep.
Right.
What you're doing, and like I said, don't get it twisted. I couldn't do it years ago. I had to grow and learn how to do that
I had to
because
grow
of
as
trial
well.
and error. Because I had to realize, why in the fuck don't relationships work for me when a woman's talking to me? And I had to
Right.
look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Do I
You
and,
have
Right.
to look
and you
at
know what?
you.
And there's times when the delivery of what a woman is saying to me triggers me
Right.
because of something that happened to me in the past when a woman was her delivery was wrong. But when a woman comes to me correctly and sit down and talk to me as I should talk to her, then I'm more willing to accept anything that she says to me.
But you
Right.
can't
For
do
one, I
that
realize that
nowadays.
okay, baby's not yelling at me. She's talking to me.
You can't
She
do
gets more
that
out of me that
nowadays,
way.
though.
Huh?
Excuse me, I don't mean
You
to interrupt
can.
you. I don't mean to interrupt you. No, you cannot do that nowadays because I'm in the dating world, and anybody that you bring your soft life to, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I understand that. Let's not do it this way. Let's do it that way. They get more aggressive. They get more, okay, we doing it my way. And to
Then that's
where
not
it's
the
like
person for
that
you.
don't hurt either.
Then that's not the
That's not the
person for
person for
you.
you then.
It's
If
not
no
the
matter
right.
what, how long or whatever, if that person cannot allow you to express your feelings,
Nephew, I think it's that microphone.
if that person will not allow you to express how you feel, give you a voice in the relationship, that person's not for you.
You're right.
Can I
You're
say
right.
something? Can y'all hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Peg.
Yeah.
See, in relationships, like I
Yeah, I
like to
can hear you.
communicate. I want the person who I'm with to understand how I feel, and I want to understand how they feel. I want us to be on the same accord of respecting each other. That his voice matter and my voice matters. So it's like when I come off like that, sometimes people like that can get it taken advantage of. Like, oh, they so soft, oh, they so sweet.
Mhm.
Yeah, they can.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do
Men
this,
and women.
and that's the position where I'm in because
Yep.
I tell my story better than what I can anyone else. So I'm very transparent about what I want. I say what I want, how I want it. Like I have been told before about my bestie that I need to lower my standards, and I told him no. I said no, I'm
Never.
not. What I want is what I want.
Right.
And
That's where
that
I'm
man
at.
Hey,
should
I'm
be on
hey,
like,
that
cuz.
level.
Hey, Vaughn, I'm gonna say this to you. I'm gonna say this to you. And this is from man to man, bro. You never tell a woman to lower her standards.
At
Because
Some
guess
all.
women
what?
do.
I done
Because
had
guess
some
what?
tell me that.
But guess
I had
what
some
though?
to tell me
Guess
I
what
need the
though?
Lord.
But this is the reason why I say that. This is the reason why I say that. Because guess what? You tell her to lower her standards and she lowers her standards, the next niggas that she might meet, that might be the nigga that's kicking her ass 40 going north. Because
Right. But I feel
she
like
dated under what she normally wants.
right.
No,
But
you
then
don't do
those
that.
that's telling you to lower your standards, those two are the same ones that want you to dummy down yourself for them. But I had somebody to tell me that I need to lower, my standards in the sense of how I dress, meaning I need to wear more jogging suits and all that instead of looking like I'm taken. What sense does
yeah.
that make?
That's
What sense does
somebody
that
that's
make?
a damn fool.
And then
Mm.
Now, I
let
believe
me
that's
piggyback
damn
back with
fool.
what y'all was saying too. So it's like I get more respect when I talk crazy to these dudes out here when I'm cussing and all this and that. Where when I'm trying to show my soft side, it's like they try to play on my emotions. But then when they getting cussed the
Absolutely.
fuck out, or me smacking them upside their head, it seems like everything good. I don't want to be in that space.
I
Let,
know.
I
I
don't. I
think
can I
want to
that
tell
be
they,
in
you
the
something?
soft space. So why
I
the fuck
think
do I gotta be
Hey,
abusive
cuz,
for you to
check this out.
respect me?
right, they pull us out of where we was at and put us
Yeah.
Hey,
where they
Ree.
want us
See,
to
Hey,
be.
Ree. Hey,
see,
What?
that's
Ree. Can I tell you something
Why
though,
my
cuz?
mouth gotta be bad, constantly calling you motherfuckers and bitch niggas and all this?
Because
Why
you know
can't
what? Because guess what? Guess what? Guess what?
what?
You have some men that love that shit. You got
Toxic.
some men that love to
she
see
said
that
toxic.
aggression come out of
Yeah.
a woman. Because you know what? Just as well as women give men tests, man, men do the same shit.
Do the
You see what
same
I'm
shit.
saying? It's just done differently.
I
It's
know I
just
ain't gonna
like
lie,
this.
I do like
I'm
when a man check me. That's a turn on. Like,
see what
ooh.
I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
See what
want
I'm
I want a
saying?
man to sit up and tell me, man, shut up and sit down. I got this. What I tell
Right.
you?
I
Ooh.
mean, don't tell me sit up and sit down and you ain't got nothing. I
That's
gotta go back and
But
sit
see,
down.
come on now, come on now.
Don't
Hey,
do
hey,
that.
here's
You
the
don't
thing
tell
though.
me
Here's
that
the
thing,
thing
you
though.
better have it.
See, listen
Right.
to me, y'all.
Right.
Listen to me. Now, let me help y'all out. Let me help y'all
What?
out. Let me help
Hey,
y'all
I
out.
feel
Let
you
me
on
help
that
y'all
one.
out.
High five on
Now,
that one.
everything that y'all just said, at the end of the day, y'all like that shit, that's the
Toxic.
turn on, but can't just anybody say it. If what
Nope.
happens if that man that you are dealing with, y'all, first of all, y'all married, he done fell on hard times.
That's different.
He's still no. Hold on, hear me out.
Ride or die.
He's struggling, going through some shit.
Okay.
He may not be able to provide and be the man of the house the way that he used to.
Okay.
So with that being said, and he falls, is he still allowed to tell you what you can and can't do in a situation
Right.
like
You
that?
are what you attract.
Yes,
He still has to have the effort.
Yes.
He still
Yes,
has
he
to have
does.
that drive. He needs to be making a daily effort on trying to get back. I can only do so much, and of course I'm a ride or die. I'm gonna hold it down. But he still has to be showing some type of effort that you're trying to get out of this mush that you in, out of this
Okay,
space that
And
you're
it
in.
don't
here's
have
the
to
thing,
be,
though.
look, but it don't, look, let me tell you, it don't have to be exactly what he was doing, but it let it be something. If I show you, you respecting the household by at least
Girl,
bringing some groceries or doing something, when I know you still 100% invested in this, yeah, okay,
right,
we know that it ain't the same, and yeah, I'ma still
Right.
respect you the same. But don't
And
sit there and be worth nothing, and then still want to tell me to come down and chill with you. I want to stay where
right,
I'm at.
right.
Yeah, and like in my 18-year relationship, he didn't work for almost 3 years. So he took her home. He cooked, he cleaned, he decorated, he moved things around, he folded clothes, he did all that. And
Okay.
I went and I worked and I paid the bills. So yes, I respected him as that because it took two. We even each other out. In order for me to do my part, he had to do his part. In order for him to do his part, I had to do my part. So we came together.
That's
There
It
dope
you
shit
wasn't
go.
right
about
there.
money.
That's
It
dope
wasn't
shit
about
right
money.
there.
My dude, all that time in and out of jail,
That's
he
dope.
was working that payday, but he learned how to work at working day payday to where now he's dependent on that app because he know that he can go get money anytime. You know, it's not about what you do. You ain't gotta have this title or nothing like that. Just
Right.
be committed to what we
You just
doing.
gotta show an effort on that you're trying to
Yeah.
help the household. Period.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
okay. Now
hard.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Now I'm gonna play devil's advocate, right?
Bring it.
Please do.
Bring
So
it.
He can bring it.
now, the roles are reversed. Ladies,
Okay.
y'all fall.
Mhm.
How do you want
Tell
that
him.
man to treat you?
If he's my husband, he gonna have my back. We a
Yeah.
partner. We're a team.
He
Period.
gonna treat me the same way I
Hold on
treat
though.
him.
Are you
What if he's
doing?
not?
Are you putting forth the effort to get off your feet, or are you just chilling at the house?
This is Riri Scruggs you talking to. Come on now.
Right.
I'm
But
just saying
you
we not
know,
talking.
It's
I know I'm
Riri
not saying.
Scruggs
Come
in the
on now.
house.
We're not talking about you.
Nobody
We're talking
hustles like
about
you,
the
cuz.
majority.
Nobody
No,
hustles
I
like you,
mean,
cuz.
no, real
But what
talk.
I'm saying is, in that situation, now the roles are reversed.
Right.
And you know, you take, say for instance, you take 30 days off. And that man he's out here grinding.
But hold
And
on.
he feels that, all right, baby, you done had enough rest. It's time for you to go get it. Is he wrong for telling you that?
No, not at
Should he
all.
yeah.
But
leave
I'm
you?
gonna say,
Should he leave
y'all
you
But
would
I
because
thought,
you
yeah,
not? Should he leave you because you're not showing him the things that kept him?
Can I say something?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I believe
In real life, like I said, he did work for 3 years, and I did work for 1 year, but we stood by each other. We even each other out. But it was a thing about respect. We respected each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was able to work. Because once I say I got you, I'm 10 toes down. No one can shake me off you but you.
Right.
So when I lose respect for you, that's something that you did to me. Not what no one said, not how you. It's something that you did to me. So while
right.
we
If
was
you let
together during that time, we respected each other. So that means if he didn't have it, I had it. If I didn't have it, he had it. We worked together. We did our 4 kids together. We worked hard to make sure they had everything they need. He worked night, I worked mornings. No, so we even each other out. But it's
Okay.
like it's hard to find someone like that evens you out, that comes in with the respect instead of like, what are your intentions? Like, what do you want from me?
And
And
let,
like
Being
what
better.
Miss Lexi just said, like what she just said, he
uh,
didn't work for 3 years, so that means she gave him time. She didn't come to him and say, "Look, you got to do this now." She understood what the situation was. Now, if he
But we
start
had
putting
an
pressure on
understanding
you,
communication. We had an
yeah,
understanding
They're
communication.
not doing that
And
now.
we loved each other and we respected each other.
Yeah.
Right. But the problems come in that when somebody is down and then while they're down, they be trying to be on that bullshit. That be the problem
And that's
right there.
true.
You
The
down and
problem is
still
the
trying to
problem
be
is
out here
this.
on bullshit. Like that's
This
the
is
Right.
this
problem.
is this is what I feel. This is what I feel. You know what I'm saying? From things that I've seen is people contradict themselves. And
Right.
what I
Time.
mean by that is they tell their significant other, all right, baby, I got you. And just soon as that first bad day come, when something don't go right or they struggle a little bit, the one that's got the bread, the one that's doing everything gets an attitude, and now they lashing out. Now they want to talk bad about the other person. It goes both ways.
Frustration.
Men do it and women do it.
Yeah.
You know
Mhm.
what I'm
But see,
saying? And so what
that's
that
their
does in
love
turn,
language.
what that does
You
in
got
turn is it destroys the individual that's at home.
Yeah, but people gotta understand people's stress level. Like, even if you know you're not in a position, like I said, I wouldn't push, not contradicting myself. But if you know that you sitting here on this couch all day, it's bothering me. Do something else. Just don't do what it takes to push my buttons. If I know you doing this, like. With my situation, I used to be like, we finna go to the white party and he gonna wear black on purpose. I'm paying your way
You
to
know
the
what?
party.
Then you
At
know
least
what you
put
should have
on
did.
white.
You know what you should have did. You know what you should
That's
have
the
did when he
past.
did that. You know what you should have did when he did that.
Left them right there. But I think
No,
I took them anyway.
no. You know what you should have did when you
He
did when
said,
he
"I
did
took
that
them
right there.
anyway."
When he did that right there, you know what you should have did. You should have let him do what he did. And when y'all got all the way there, left his ass at the door.
There
Right.
you go.
No, but
Okay,
And you
like
know
I
why?
said,
You
I'm
know why
glad
you
I
leave him at the
died.
door?
Did you
You
get
know
that
why you leave him
refrigerator?
at the door?
Okay,
Because
yes.
guess
That's
what?
it.
You want to be an
All the
asshole, and you know what this is.
Right,
Now you just doing something just because you want to press my buttons.
Right.
right.
So
And
now,
I'm
okay, so
already
now since you want to play
full.
this type of game, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do to you now. I'm gonna press your button.
Right.
You figure out how the
see,
fuck you gonna get in here.
Right,
see, I'm just like, okay, like how you said, it'll tear someone down, their self esteem and all that stuff. I'm the type that'll come
Right.
home and do all this stuff, which I did. Be like, well, look at these jobs that I circled. You won't fill these same jobs. You won't go up here to the library. We live right down the street. You won't go do that. We can take the kids up there while I sit next to you. You do it. Like instead of coming off nagging, being like, I support you, I got you. Let's do it together.
But see, and
that's
you know what?
good.
Here's the difference in what you just said. And that right there, the way you did that, that's called great communication. Because guess what? Your delivery alone allowed that man to see, damn, my baby got me. You
Oh,
gave
and
him, you
he
gave
got
him
up. He got a
confidence.
job too.
You gave him confidence though, just by your delivery. But that's where the issue is. Not everyone has your delivery. Men don't
Guilty.
have that. Men,
That's because
because
it's love in that. That's because it's love in that relationship, and
I'm
that's
not
exactly.
how
gonna
the
lie. My
delivery
my
And
comes
mouth
see,
about.
my
and
mouth has been
Oh,
treacherous.
hold on. Not is, it was. That's
Yeah.
past.
My
hey,
Yeah,
mouth
it
has
was
been
love
treacherous.
there.
I'm wondering if I
listen
would
to me.
say, get your ass up
Now
off that
now
couch.
here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say about this. Every last one of us on this talking right now has had a moment where we done had to get out of ourselves and rip
Yep.
somebody's ass apart
Yes.
Yep.
because of
True.
how a person or what they said their delivery was wrong.
Right.
Now, with that being said, which one of us was right?
Neither.
Neither.
Neither. Because
Neither.
we
Neither.
didn't understand each other. We both felt like we was right and we heard what we
Yep.
wanted to hear.
Yep.
Exactly.
And like nephew
Selective hearing
said,
is a
tit for
Yeah,
tat.
motherfucker.
I
Selective
used to have
hearing
it
is a
bad.
motherfucker. Selective hearing is a
Wait.
motherfucker. I say it again. Selective
Man,
hearing is a motherfucker.
yeah,
And
people heard what
I'm
they
Queen
wanted to
Petty
hear.
over here.
Cause I listen to me. Listen to me. I can look at a motherfucker and be
Mhm.
looking them straight in their eyes and don't even see him nor hear him.
Mm.
Man. Right.
But if you
This
come
is
to me, if you come to me in a
The whole
tone
subject
that
is the
where
whole
I
subject how to
have to
turn you
give you
off.
my attention, if you come to me in a tone where I have to, damn, okay, she's not attacking me. She ain't said nothing. I need to pay attention. That simple. I'm gonna pay attention. But if you come with that rah rah, man, who are you? I'm looking dead. I like
Right.
and ain't heard nothing you say it.
Right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
y'all,
But the thing about it, but here's the
this
thing
is
though.
a good
Here's
we'll come
me.
to the end of the segment. So back to the original topic, like closing of the topic. What that comment of Steve
I don't
My
know,
last
nephew. We gotta. I can't
I
understand.
can't understand you either.
Yeah, it
the
sounds like
last
you
thing I want to
underwater,
say.
nephew. If you can hear me, it sounds like you underwater.
I can hear you.
So what you pretty much you want to know, what do we think about the topic and how it should be, how we should go
Right.
about it. So I won't go. Here's my thing, man. I'm a man that wants to be married because
Right.
first of all, I love the structure of that family atmosphere because guess what? When I had it, it was a great thing, regardless of what we went through. Being in a relationship and I got that family structure, it makes me a better individual. You know what I'm saying? It makes me a better man because guess what? I feel I have more responsibility and more weight on my shoulder that I need to stand up as a man. Now, when I don't have that, I'm going to be reckless. But when I got that structure, I'm a better man. So
Yeah.
I want to be married because I know how to be a husband when I need to be. I know what it takes to be a husband. Do I
Right.
always do the right thing to be a
Right.
husband? No, I don't. I'm not perfect. I still have things about me that no matter what, or no matter how good it's gonna be, I'm still gonna be me.
And I'll
I just
piggyback
know
off
how
you,
to
cuz.
I just know how to tone it down and control it.
All right. And I'll
But the thing
piggyback
about
off
it
of
is,
you.
yes, I want that type of life.
So I've been married before.
I have to.
13 years, 14,
9
took
years.
a year, but it should have been over the first
Right.
5. But anyways, would it be nice to be married again? Yes, because I got married so young. But what I want right now is a consistent companionship. I'm not even going to say marriage right now. I just need consistency, honesty, and loyalty in my life right now because, the schedule's so busy and all this, that, and the other. But at the same time, like I said, just it's the loyalty. It's somebody that's real, and that's hard to find today. It's just nobody's real to me anymore. That's what I want. Peggy
What you got
Charmaine.
for us?
And I'll go ahead and say that. I'll go ahead and say, of course, I want to be married. I do want to find a husband, but I just don't want to settle for a lifestyle that's not what I expected. So I am I'm gonna keep my heart open, but I'm not gonna let go of my deal breakers, just so I can be married.
Respect
right.
that.
That's what's up.
That's right.
That's what's up.
Miss Peggy, what you gotta
Peggy.
say?
Yes, I do. I want to be married because I have a lot of love to give. I'm very mature. I'm in a different space. I'm moving different, and I want to do that with someone. I want to grow with someone. I just want them to be on the same page as me and not neglect me, abuse me, take advantage of me, or use me. I want them to be my partner. I want to be their partner. I want to be their front and they be my back. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I want that. That is when they see me, they see him. When they see him, they see me. It's like, you respect me whether I'm in your presence or not, and vice versa. But it's hard, that's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm open for it. That I would never close my heart. My heart is too big to close.
That's right. What about you, nephew?
Y'all heard me?
It's low. You sound far away. Talk again.
I got it down real low.
Turn it back up.
Right now.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Well, going up at what Peggy was saying, yeah, I'll be married again. First marriage was a sham, basically, but I still stand on the 3-year mark. At least 3 years.
Yeah, that's a
That's
good
what I
time
spent
for him.
I mean, but I don't think that anybody should go in saying, okay, 3 years and then that's when I'm going to propose, or it's got to be naturally, it got to naturally happen. Like Charmaine or whoever said, if
He
it
said,
happens in 6 months, it happens in 6 months. I got friends that, guy friends at that. 30 days and then they were engaged and married in 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people do. And I'm guilty of it, but going into something saying, okay, all right, well, I met this new guy. What I tell you the other day, nephew, when I met this new guy,
I
oh
love
yeah,
him.
we're going to be engaged,
Right.
in a year, and I don't even know him yet, and then married by 3. You can't do that. You can't do that. So I like things to happen naturally. I don't want anything forced. If it's forced, it's not for me.
I feel that. My whole point of that is basically you have to take the time to first. We tend to rush and everything. We tend to rush. When we rush into everything, things start to fall apart.
Yep.
Times.
So
Yep.
are y'all telling me that nobody on this line believes in love at first sight? Like just old school romanticized, I've seen her, you come and talk to me and it just goes on from there.
That was to your point. The 90s, yes. Today, no.
Today
No.
is like
And I
today's
know
looking like
I'm stuck in the 90s and I'm falling in
Yeah, me
love and
too.
scare people
I'm right
away.
with you. Right, I'm right with you. But like Cuz said, like Steve said, the
Right.
thing about it today, everybody's been hurt. So when everybody comes into these new relationships, the first thing everybody's doing is everybody's on, radar, red flag watching. You know what I'm saying? What they gonna do today? What you already got these expectations of the worst. Instead of letting things flow, it's like they coming in the relationship with a negative, mindset. So it's like just relax,
Right.
get to know me. Especially if
Right.
we
And
vibe,
Terrell, we're already so yeah, but we're already so selective. We're already so selective in who
Right.
we give our time to. And I'm like, it took you this long. We supposed to click, right away.
Right.
That's what I be
Yep.
thinking.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this on this note here. I was talking. A lot of times, the people that we are actually attracted to, not the ones we're attracted to. The ones you look over is actually the ones you. I believe that.
This could be true. Some truth to that.
But we're gonna close this tonight. The Short Logic Podcast.
Peace.
Jürgen.
Bye.